Dr. Gary Bellman, Deion Sanders was reported to have his bladder removed for bladder cancer. How common is that, and what are the symptoms? Well, the symptoms of bladder cancer are typically blood in the urine, where you see blood and get checked by a cystoscopy looking inside the bladder. The good news is the great majority of time, the bladder does not have to be removed if bladder cancer is found. It's usually small polyps in the bladder, and they can be scraped up with little instruments with no other cuts internally and cured. The great majority of time, 90% of the time, bladder cancer could be treated with leaving the bladder intact with monitoring. Where there are aggressive and more serious types of bladder cancer, the bladder has to be removed. Removing the bladder is not a simple task because the bladder has to be replaced. If the bladder is removed, you have two options. You can get some sort of bag, or more commonly today, a bladder is recreated with a piece of intestine. A piece of intestine is removed and then folded up, so to speak, and then used to replace the existing bladder. Not so simple because the intestine makes mucus and it's an issue. So take-home message is we wish Deion Sanders well. If someone has blood in the urine, get checked by a urologist for bladder cancer. And the good news is the great majority of time it can be cured and treated without removing the bladder.